Hey there everybody, welcome to This Better Home. This is my channel on do-it-yourself home projects, and I do product reviews as well, anything related to the home, saving you time and money, trying to make your home a better place. This video starts now. We're going to be taking a look at how you can build a notch out for your deck. If you have a wood deck and you need extra space like I did, this is the original before shot. Notice the long stretch of deck there. If I was going to grill something, yes, I have a place for a grill, but what about a smoker or a smaller charcoal grill like this? Instead of grilling right on the deck and having little kids run by and whatnot, I made a little notch out, so to speak, a little place where you can put a small grill or better yet, a smoker. This is the finished product kind of built out. Everything matches the existing deck. Of course, I need to stain that wood down below, and I'm going to show you around here just so you can kind of get a feel for how this works. Now, obviously you want to start with whatever you're trying to fit in there and measure it, and go bigger versus smaller in case you want to upgrade at any point. This is my smoker here, and I have measured based on this smoker. I've got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on each side, so it fits out, rolls out really, really well. It could also fit a small charcoal grill, although you'll have to be aware of the heat that comes out. I grilled with it a couple of times, and it was a little awkward because of the rails, I'm not going to lie, and I decided to switch it out for my smoker there. But it is possible. It puts out a lot of heat. It could, melt away some of the paint. So those are things to be aware of if you're going to have a charcoal grill there. But here are some other shots of what it looks like, kind of actually pretty much done except for the paint. Now this is the finished job here, and it, like I said, houses my smoker really well. So I'm going to get up close and you can see kind of how I did this. And we'll take a look at the underside. So we had some pretty big 2x6 boards, cedar, going all the way across in the original form. So I basically took that big rail off and then made some 45-degree cuts like that. And I used the same board to so I didn't actually have to buy any more 2x6 boards. I used the existing board that I cut. That's about 90% anyway. And then I found some 2x4s. Now you're going to want to check local building codes here before you get started on this. You could definitely be in violation, and you want to have permission from your municipality and whatnot. But my extension here, I actually went to the store and found matching little rails, or whatever you call these little black metal things. So obviously get the same exact size and match them as best you can. Now the only goof that I didn't have enough wood, so I had to actually use a piece of treated to extend it there. So it kind of looks kind of crappy. I'm not super proud of that, but it's still not bad overall. If I could redo it, I would have made sure I had a long enough board there so you didn't see that extra little cut. Now let's get underneath here. For the ledger, I basically built a 2x10 ledger out of treated lumber, and you can see I've got some threaded rods coming through and some L brackets. Kind of a do-it-yourself job, but definitely sturdy. You could see my heavy-duty L brackets there going into each side, and then my threaded rods. I've got a really long threaded rod that basically extends, check this out, all the way from the edge, from the outside board with a washer and nut on there, to the inside of the original deck. So that baby's not going anywhere. You could probably go a little shorter than what I did on that threaded rod there. It's got some excess length there. But obviously I've got it seated in cement, so a couple bags of cement to make that baby nice and sturdy. And I've got kind of a Y-shaped brace toward the end there, and I'll show you how I kind of did that. Here's another look at the treated boards. Now I should have used cedar instead of treated. There's a small color differentiation there, but again, it's splitting hairs almost. You can't notice too much. And I used treated lumber for the ledger box that I built. Pretty heavy duty screws securing everything in. You don't want to skimp there. There's a look at the underside of it, and there's that unsightly extra little cut. I'll have to fill that in with caulking and whatnot and paint over it. Here's a look at the brace, and you could feel free to do 2 braces, 2x4s going down if you wanted to. I tried to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing with a Y-shaped brace, but here is the other side. There's a look at the washer and nuts again. And the middle part of the Y brace, check out this little piece. I don't know the name for this metal piece, but I picked that up at the hardware store. That's pretty neat. And by the way, I'll put links down below for all this stuff and maybe some dimensions too, if that'll be helpful. And this is the job. So definitely not an entry-level job or a novice job, but definitely not an advanced job. Totally doable in a weekend with all the parts and whatnot. So measure 3 times, cut once, as always, the golden rule for any type of do-it-yourself job, right, or anything like that. And that's it. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Be sure to subscribe if it has. If you want more cool videos like this, check it out. Click that subscribe button down below. Thanks.